Here in Denver, Colorado, we've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, German Marquez. What do you got on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Man at second. And that is in for a strike. And the count even at 1. And there's a foul ball. Good eye right there.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
That's down and in. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No, he held back. That's ball 4.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Willie Adames stands in, and that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one hooked foul. No outs, runners at first and second. The shortstop takes the ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 strikes to count.
Way high with that one.
2-2.
2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it. Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup.
First baseman, Lamont Ray Jr.
So here's Wade now.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Swing and a foul straight back. Lee, the lead runner at second. Fitzgerald on at first with 2 down. And that's downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Two on, 2 outs. That one fouled off. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. Now 2 runs score. It's 2-0.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Elliot Ramos. And a foul ball. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. That one inside, and that is ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Man on second, 2 down. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And they'll do it again. And now 2-2. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Towards first, and that one handled, and it gets by him. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. Foul ball there. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That one outside, and a count 1-2. Swings and misses. They limit the damage here. Back here in Denver, and towing the slab in this one, Logan Webb.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming on the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Webb goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got him, and 1 out now.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Ryan McMahon batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Hit hard on the ground is short. Adames the throw to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with 1 swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Ezekiel Tovar stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And a 1-1. And he grounds 1 to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Rockies, and they're down 2-0. Top of the 2nd. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike
Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. And first offering is fouled off. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Jones hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting 9th, left fielder.
And now it's going to be Grant McCray. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 1 out, bases empty. And it's fouled away. Next offering is downstairs.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Next offering is down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. McMahon on the move. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit, led off this game with a double. Headed down the line. Hilliard makes a move on it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. 2 outs, base is empty. And there's a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
2 down, nobody on. Up the middle, Estrada. The throw to first. That's the 3rd out. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back here at Coors Field, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Michael Toglia. Fought off foul. Check swing, but he went too far, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Got him. That's 1 out, the bottom of the 2nd.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Here is Chris Bryant, 2nd overall pick in the 2013 draft. Hard hit left side. Adames, the throw to first. Bryant out on the play.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Nolan Jones.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here's Nolan Jones.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rockies. Rockies are down quietly. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. Now it's going to be Tyler Fitzgerald. Marquez back to work. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 0-1.
All these Giants doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they add on. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Willy Adames, the next Giant to hit. Just off the inside edge.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And that one wrapped foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Outside, and it's 2-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And there's a fly ball deep right field, and that one is off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Matt Chapman. He was late there, strike one. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. No outs, runner on second. Line drive. Jones pulls that one down, and there's one away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Doubled his first time.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Next pitch is outside.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Adames leads off second with one gone in the inning. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 3-0.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
And ball four, two aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit, reached on an infield single his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
That one missed.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One out. Runners at first and second. In the air, right field. And that is foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And no one can get there. And it gets by him. One run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. German Marquez is done in this one, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Tanner Gordon.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
One down, runner at third. Bailey will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's a rocket into the outfield. In to score is the runner from third, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way
Right
on a
fielder,
line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Fly to left his first time.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt, blocked. The 1-0. Foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The next
Ball
pitch
two.
misses. Now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Stays alive. Man at second. Fights it off. He'll see another. So Yaz is struck out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And up next for San Francisco, Grant McCray. He's 0 for 1. That one ripped. And that gets down into the gap. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit, 1 for 2. Ground ball to the right side, and that goes foul. And that misses at 1-1. Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Runner at second, 2 down. Inside, backs him off again. Man on second, 2 down. Caught him looking for the K. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Giants 7 and the Rockies nothing. As we go to the last of the third, Thairo Estrada to the plate.
Thairo Estrada.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And the 0-1. Ball one there.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
little bit
That's
low.
a ball.
And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball misses down and away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And here is Sam Hilliard. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball. 1-1.
Next pitch is downstairs. One down, base is empty.
Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Jacob Stallings now. Just
Ball 1.
missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Two outs.
Nope. Outside.
He swings and fouls one off. Fouls one off. 2-2. That's a little bit low. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the third.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Giants,
Now the number
second
2
baseman,
hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. Gordon, 27 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2019. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0. Ball, that's outside.
Right through there for a strike. Just
Ball 3.
missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Chopped left side. McMahon fires over to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Giants, shortstop, Willie Adames.
So digging in, Willie Adames. And there's the strike. Fly ball to right. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt
2
Chapman.
down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Matt Chapman. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there, and that is strike 1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the hitter
No ball,
already
strike.
chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start
Now
for
batting,
some, so that
first
was
baseman,
nicely done to beat
Lamont
the
Lee
odds.
Jr.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
The man they call Late Night Lamont steps in. And there's the strike. Chapman stands at second with 2 gone. That
1-1.
misses the zone, and it's 1-1. Next offering is
that pitch is
outside.
out.
And a swing and a miss there.
Man, he was really
2-0,
tardy on that
2 strikes.
fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Come on, Rockies.
To the right side, Estrada. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. 1 left for San Francisco, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Back here in Denver,
Leading
John
off
Sciambi
for
and
the
Chris
Rockies,
Singleton with you.
center
And
fielder,
leading off the bottom of the 4th, Brenton Doyle.
Doyle.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
All these Rockies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Up and
Ball one.
in, 1-2 the count.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Hit on the ground to short. Adames, the throw to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
There's Ryan McMahon now. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a foul straight back. The Rockies yet to pick up a hit here. That's off the
Nope.
mark. And the count 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Way inside. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Well struck, right field, going back. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Into second, and he's got it double.
A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now Ezekiel Tovar. And first offering is fouled off. One out and a runner at second. That's to third. Chapman. He's out.
Now batting, first baseman, Michael.
Here's Michael Tolia. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And that drops in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Outside low, and it's 1-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man at second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. Got him swinging. One hit, one left. We played 4. It's the Giants 7 and the Rockies nothing. Back here at Coors Field, ready now for the 5th inning, and now it's the Giants DH, Elliot Ramos. Out towards left center. Jones sizing this one up. Nabs it. One up, one down.
Now batting, catcher Patrick
And now
Bailey.
Patrick Bailey. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Yeah, that's fouled off.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game. When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
One down, base is empty.
Ball 2.
Two now. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. just
plate, ball
missed.
one.
Man at second. A changeup missing. Now 2-0. Fastball almost got him there.
Looks like he definitely tried to overthrow that fastball as it was left up in the zone. Take a little off, see some late life movement, and get the ball down in the zone.
And that one clips the corner. And ball four, two aboard.
Now batting, number 58.
Grant McCray digs in now. First pitch just misses.
Always tough to turn two on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn two quickly.
Two on, one out. High fly ball, right field. Hilliard sizes this one up. That's out number two.
Now batting, center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee.
Here's Jung-Hoo Lee now. He was asked to rank his all-time favorite players last year.
Oh, yeah? Who made the list?
Well, his dad, of course.
That makes sense.
He also said Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, Ha-Sung Kim, and himself.
Well, I'd say that's a pretty good list.
McMahon. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Two left on. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Giants 7 and the Rockies nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant.
There's the strike.
All these Rockies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Jones in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground, right side, Fitzgerald. Slings to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, second baseman.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Thairo Estrada. And that's outside.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That one drifts inside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Giants 7 and the Rockies nothing. And we're back, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Gordon back to work. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
And a base hit into right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Adames.
And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. 1 for 3. Gordon checks on first. Fitzgerald back on a dive.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Ripped into left center, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now it's Matt Chapman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fitzgerald, the lead runner out at second. Adames at first with no outs.
Come on, Rockies.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Oh, look at the stop. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple, and then that error allows a run to score, and this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
So up next, Lamont Wade Jr. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Jones. 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Elliot Ramos.
Next is the designated hitter, Elliot Ramos. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Lined, and that's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tanner Gordon will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Lucas Gilbert.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So first and second with one man gone, Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. A switch hitter batting right. That's down and in.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Chapman headed home. The relay to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 10-0.
Well, this one started with a bad jump, a bad read off of the bat. He ends up having to try to leap out of desperation. Can't come down with it, and it turned into extra bases.
One away, runners at second and third. Mike Yastrzemski, the next Giant to hit. Fastball for a strike. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across. And we're the top half of the 6th. Next pitch is outside.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
And that skips into dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Second and third here. 1 away. And now it's filled up. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
On the ground right side. And he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Giants 10 and the Rockies nothing. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Are we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Jacob Stallings. His first at bat was a strikeout. Fouled off left side. 1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
To first, they get the out on Stallings.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Doyle in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that's a little bit high. And the count is 1-1. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2-2 the count.
Ground ball left side. Chapman over to first in time. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're down 10-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. That misses,
Ball 1, no strike.
and that's ball 1. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That's inside. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder, but he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one that made him switch hit. Mentioned Lee's dad, Jung Bum Lee. He was a legend over in both the KBO and in Japan. These two are the only father-son combo to have played in the World Baseball Classic. That's kind of cool. So a man at first. Tyler Fitzgerald getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses. Nobody out. Runner at first. Gilbreth, 29 years old, and he's playing today in his home state of Colorado. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Here's the pitch to Adames, and that misses. 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
In the air, foul off first. Squeezes it, and there's one down. Chappie steps to the dish to take his cuts. 1 for 4 with a double. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Outside low, and a count even 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
In the air, out towards left center, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Lamont Ray Jr.
So they're at the corners now. And up next for the Giants, Lamont Wade Jr. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. And
Ball
misses
back in.
inside. That one down the line, and foul ball. Lee, the runner at third. Fitzgerald at first. 2 out of the inning. And that
Nope,
just
up there.
misses. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will end the inning. Giants leave a couple, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Bottom of the inning,
Leading
Ryan
off for
McMahon
the
steps to the
Rockies.
plate.
Third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Sliced hard but foul. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the
Up
same
next
page
for the
right now.
Rockies, the
Next for
shortstop,
Colorado, Ezekiel Tovar. He's grounded out a couple of times. The shortstop
Outside,
takes
that's
the
the ball.
ball. Now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Now
And there's
that
2
is
down.
First baseman, Michael.
And now the
Tolia.
first baseman, Michael Tolia, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The Giants up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Man at first. Here's Chris Bryant now. Just
Ball,
off
that's
the
out.
outside edge. Ball 1. Two outs. Clips the corner, and it's 1-1. Right through there for a strike. And there's a
Ball
ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that
Now
one
it's
missing
3-2.
low.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't.
Now pitching. for
Welcome
the
back, and a new
Rockies.
arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Justin
61.
Lawrence.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Ramos, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back there. And he brings it into the warning track.
Now batting, catcher Patrick Bailey.
And digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. And he pumps it a strike. Action in the pen down there. Scott Alexander getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Vodnik, the right-hander, loosening up as well. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike. That's ball 2.
Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. It's a double, his 4th hit of the game.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one.
Now
I'll tell you, when
right
you
fielder,
smoke a line drive into the
Stremski.
gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
1 out, runner at second. Mike Yastrzemski will hit next. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a high chopper. Estrada throws to first in time.
Now batting, number 58.
Now the left fielder, Grant McCray. Fastball for a strike. Comes up empty.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
This one popped up. Estrada makes the play, and that is that. So the Giants leave one, but they're still in front, 10-0. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Nolan Jones. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Randy Rodriguez getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Miller getting cranked up as well.
Ball, that's outside.
That one pushed to the left and foul. And now it's even up.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Went right after him with that 2-strike pitch as he continues to roll on the mound.
Yeah, he's not out there trying to nibble at all. He is attacking the strike zone. And I think when your confidence builds as the start goes on, still putting up all zeros on the scoreboard, it gives you a lot of confidence that you can really continue to go after these hitters. And that wasn't the best pitch for the strikeout there.
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Randy Rodriguez.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So in now for Colorado, Thairo Estrada. That one's upstairs, ball one. A little bit high. Ball two. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. So a man aboard, and now the right fielder, Sam Hilliard. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That's inside. Ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Lee makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Rockies, catcher Jacob.
Now the Rockies catcher Jacob Stallings. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. And a run comes in to score.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run. And that was always going to be a double. But the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Back to the top of the order, Brenton Doyle now at the plate. That one hammered center field back there. And that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Through 8 full, it's the Giants 10 and the Rockies 1. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. Lawrence back to work. And ball one. In the air, right field. Hilliard makes the move on it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler
And
Fitzgerald.
up next for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Hilliard on his horse. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Here comes the 0-1. That one missed. The Giants up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Gets to it, on to first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Now batting, shortstop.
And up
Willie
next for the
Adames.
Giants, Willie Adames. The shortstop takes the ball. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And they add to the lead. It's 11-1.
There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
So 2 away with nobody on. And here is Matt Chapman. Check swing, called strike. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 12-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Another look at one of the most impressive home runs you'll ever see, as StatCast gives us the full picture.
Yeah, projected more than 480 feet on its way over the fence, and I don't think we could watch this replay enough, Boog. I mean, just incredible. That was a swing that we're not going to soon forget.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Justin Lawrence done for the day, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
New
for
pitcher in the
Rockies,
game for the Rockies, Scott
Number
Alexander.
52.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Lamont Wade Jr., the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Slider clips the zone. And the next pitch is way outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a
next for
row.
the Giants,
A well-deserved
the
double on a great
designated
swing. Got
Elliott
everything
Ramos.
going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Man at second here with 2 away. Elliott Ramos, the next Giant to hit. And takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Man on second, 2 down. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Right side, Estrada tosses to first, and the inning is over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Coors Field, all set for the bottom of the 9th. So in now for Colorado, Ryan McMahon. That one's in there. Strike 1. Fastball for a strike. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's down and away.
2 strikes.
That's to third. Chapman whips it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 3 in this one. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss.
Bringing the cheese on that
No
one.
balls, 2 strikes.
The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. Got him looking for the K. And they're down to their last out.
Bill just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Tolio,
Nope.
the next
Ball
to
1.
hit, takes ball 1. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants take this one in a blowout.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays. Great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
12-1 is the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.